Hello guys and welcome. This is Al Graphics again. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing us how to achieve this simple and beautiful looking flyer design using Photoshop CC 2018. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So guys, over to Photoshop right now. I'm going to be creating our workspace and I head over to creating. For my dimension, I'm going to be using a 1080 by 1080 pixel, a 300 resolution and RGB color mode, and I'll head over to create. First and foremost, I'm going to bring in my background, so I'm just going to drag and drop the first one like so. And I'm going to scale this real big using my free transforms by holding Alt and Shift on my keyboard. I think I'm okay with this. So I'm going to reduce the transparency for this to, let's say, 50, and the fill to 50 as well. Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to be dragging in this second background, drag and drop, and I'm going to increase this using my free transforms, and I'm also going to make this opacity 50 and my fill to 50. So very much. So I'm going to be typing in our text right now. I'm going to type I'm going to increase this to, let's say, 60. And for my font, I'm going to be using a font called Glamour of Light. I think I have it here already. So a quick one guys, I'll be making the exercise file for this tutorial available. Simply make use of the link in the down description below. All the resources I'm going to be using in this tutorial, the color code, the PNGs, the fonts and background, I'm going to be making everything available. Simply make use of the link in the down description below. So this, I'm going to duplicate this text by hitting Ctrl J on my keyboard. I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to change this to right. And I'm just going to try to make this. So I'm going to select both layers and try to increase them. Increase my text. I think I'm okay with this. So I'm going to be typing in my next right up using this from Montserrat, and I'm going to set my size to 8. I'm going to go ahead and type. I'm going to place this. Sorry about that. And I'm going to place this over here, and I'm going to increase my tracking to, let's say, 400, and I will reduce my size to 6, just like so. So with that done, I'm going to be applying a gradient effect to this whole text. So I'm going to be starting with this. Just going to right click on this and head over to my blending option, head over to my gradient overlay, and as you can see, this is an already formed gradient, but like I said, I will be making the code available for you guys, the link in the down description below. So I'll just click OK and I'll head over to my bevel and emboss. I'm going to add a little bit of shape to this. I like my settings here. 16, my softening is set to 16 and my size is set to 7. And now just head over and click OK. So guys, in order not to repeat the same process, I'm just going to copy the layer style of this and apply it to my rice. So in order to do that, I will just right click here, head over to copy layer style, head over to the layer which I already wrote my rice, right click, paste layer style. As you can see, that's just the way it's done. But for this, I'm going to be reversing the gradient overlay, and I just head over here and press this little button reverse, just like so. So with that done, I'm going to be applying this other one. So I'll head over to my rectangle tool and I'm going to be drawing my rectangle like so. Set my outline to nothing and my fill to, let's say, this red. Let's just make use of any color because I'll still be applying a gradient effect to this rectangle which I already created. So I'm just going to reduce this a little bit like so. So I'm going to put all this in a group, Ctrl G on my keyboard, and I'm going to rename this as text. I'm the type of designer that mostly likes grouping my layers, to make things a little bit easier for me. As you can see, I think I'm okay with this. So to my rectangle, I'll right click on my rectangle layer, head over to blending option, and I'll be choosing this gradient, more like a darkish and a more lighter gradient effect. So I'll click on OK. Remember guys, the color code, I will be dropping the color code in the down description below. So just simply make use of the exercise files. So I'll be bringing in the plate of my jollof rice. This is an already downloaded PNG. A PNG I downloaded, sorry, which I will be making use of in this tutorial. So I'm going to just place it right here like so. I think I'm okay with this. So let me adjust this a little bit. Yeah. So I'm going to be bringing in, secondly, I'm going to be bringing in our logo for this tutorial. This is more like a logo I downloaded online. This design is actually for, we like say, tutorial reference, because I'm not actually doing this for anyone. I'm just like doing this for, to be posted on my channel. So I'm going to rasterize this logo layer, and I'll head over to my Magic Eraser to remove this background, just like so. And I think I will need my rulers at this point in time. So I'm going to position this other one this way. For my logo, I'm going to reduce this just a little bit more. I think I'm okay with this, and I'm going to leave it there. And next, I'm going to be bringing in my barcode. I'm going to drop my second. I think I'm okay with this. I'm going to rename this layer. I'm going to still reduce this. So guys, this is more like the usefulness of ruler to help align your work properly, to give you the right alignment, make your work even more neater. So I'm going to be bringing in my write-ups now. Still on Montserrat, but my color is going to be set to white, and I'm going to be typing this. Let me reduce my tracking. And I'll set this to semi-bold. So that is that. I'm going to position this way, just like so. And I'm going to be adding my menu. My menu list. I'm going to remove the outline, and for my color I'm going to be using this, a kind of this yellow effect here, right here. So I'm going to unchain this because I'm going to be applying a little bit of curve to each of the edges of this rectangle right here. So for this, I'm going to set this to 35, and for this I'm going to set this to 50, and this to 15. I'm going to leave this just the way it is. Push this down a little bit and duplicate my text, and here I'm going to write menu. I'm going to change my font for my color to, let's say, this red. I'm going to bring in this right here. I think I need to work on this. I'm going to change the font style for this to medium. Yeah. And for this, I'm going to be increasing my text size to, let's say, 9. 9 is perfect. This is just like something fancy, nothing really special about this. I just made it to make it look a little bit, you know. So I'm going to place this one right here, and I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard and duplicate this. I think I still need to reduce this a little bit like so. Push this up. So my next write up, I'm going to be typing so I'm going to change the typeface for this to regular. I'm just going to leave it just the way it is. I think I still need to reduce this. Let's say to 5. Yeah, 5 is better. Take this up just a little bit. Hold Alt on my keyboard and duplicate this. On our list, going to change the color of this to this yellow, and for my font type I'm going to be using the light italics, and for my size I'm going to change this to 4 because this is not really an important information. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. So I'll pick my rectangle tool again, and I'm going to be drawing. Set the outline to nothing, and for my color I'm still going to be using this yellow. Try to curve the edges like so. I'm having a little bit of issue with my mouse. So I'm going to be typing in order now. I'm going to make this a little bit bold, choosing the semi bold. go. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. So I'm going to be adding more like a shadow to this our plate of jollof rice. So in order to do that, I'll right click and head over to my jollof rice image. Let me rename this real quick. So I'm going to hit Ctrl J on my keyboard, and for this particular one I will head over to this and apply a solid color to this, and my solid color I'm going to be choosing black. So I'm going to power clip this into the second plate of rice, that's the one under the first one. So I'm just going to hold Alt and come in between the two layers to see this sign. So I'm just going to right click and I'll select both layers and convert this to a smart object. I'm going to rename this shadow. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit, then I'm going to be adding a Gaussian blur effect to this. Head over to filter, blur and Gaussian blur. So I'm going to be using 15 for this, and I'm going to be reducing my opacity to 50, just like that, to give it a little bit of shape on the rectangle. So pretty much like that. I'm going to be adding my last and not the least text. I'm going to change the color of this to black, and I'm going to be typing in this. I'm going to select all this and I'm going to align this central. I think I still need to reduce the font for this. I think this is okay, but I still need to like push the whole of this upwards. So for my text, first of all, let me group all this. Oh. Ctrl J on my keyboard to group. I think I'm missing something right here. This shouldn't be among. So I'm going to put this above the layer, and my rectangle one should be with this layer. Yes. So I'm going to push all this upwards. I think I'm okay with this. going to align this. So I'll be bringing in my PNG. And I'm still going to be making use of my ruler right here. I'm going to push this up like so. I think I'm okay with this. So I think I'm going to be adding one more element to this to round up with my design. Just one more element, which is that of the PNG Pepe, which I downloaded online. Remember guys, all these resources will be made available in the down description below. So for this, I'm going to try to position this here. I'm going to reduce this. I think I'm okay with this. So I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard, drag and duplicate this. I'm going to flip this vertically. I'm going to reduce the size and position this like so. So I'm going to hold Alt and duplicate this again, but for this I'm going to be making this more smaller. And position this here and make a duplicate again, flip this vertically or horizontally, sorry, and I'm going to rotate this like so, reduce this a little bit more. Hold Alt and duplicate this. Just like so. So for the big ones, I'm going to be applying a motion effect to this, a motion blur effect to this. So I'm going to be starting with this, and I'm head over to my filter blur and head over to motion blur, and I'm going to be using TXT for this. And for the second one, I'm going to be using a different ratio for this. I'm going to make this 26. I'm going to make this 15. this 15 as well. And this 15 as well. So guys, pretty much I don't think we are missing anything else in this design.